Hello and welcome to the 6th Eisen Index public debate. This debate is to ascertain why the fuck the bot is silenced for me. I think that was a pretty clean transition once I realized what was that. Oh, here we go. Now we're talking. This debate is to ascertain and quantify traits of several Hearthlander cultural pillars, including games, movies, TV series, books, and any additional quantifiable entities. This debate is brought to you by the Große Deutsche Eidgenossenschaft. Reichtum, Hingabe, Treue und Kraft. This debate is commissioned by the Hainate Council Commission on Index Debate, a for-profit, heavily politicized organization of which I am a member. This debate will last however long it takes to index a number of topics predetermined at the drafting of this debate, and will cover an assortment of topics as outlined by our two normal debaters and the literal god. Hailing first from the frozen north, a gamer of considerable skill, loyal half-Canadian, coming to us from somewhere in Ontario unspecific because he is paranoid of getting doxxed. Well-known figure among his groups and honorary ally of the Seven, former king and present-day administrator of the Hearth server, Warcries.
Die.
And his opponent, hailing from the desolate land of Chicago, honorary Spinjitzu master and political scholar in training. He spends his time drafting Minecraft roleplay AAA hits, such as the Oldville Survivors and Yeserla Campgrounds. Server First Champion of Hearth by rank, and Paragon of Hearth Among Us branch. Former communist neophyte turned conservative firebrand, Sarfnic.
Yep.
We will now review the rules and format for this debate. The first debater, chosen randomly, will select a topic to be indexed from any category. The literal god presiding, yours truly, will grant a preliminary rating on each relevant category. Before passing final judgment, the opposition will be allowed a chance to rebuttal, and the nominator will be allowed a brief response and attempt to change the ruling of the literal god. Please refer to rating indices on the official Eisen Index Google document or appropriate Google slide. Tonight, for our 6th edition, we'll be indexing a total of 9 topics, with the literal god himself nominating 3 of the topics to be indexed, ceding order to the normal debaters. Stand by for Lucky Trump coin flips. As always, war is heads, Sard is tails.
Yes, it wasn't always that way. I remember you
Wasn't it?
making me heads last time.
Shit. Well, I mean, I guess we had Sam in the mix as well.
Yeah.
Let's go. Warcries will be the first index. I actually need to get on the fucking document.
Okay. I think that is actually the first time I've been the first ever.
No.
Okay, anyways.
4th Eisen Index.
We're gonna start something off in which I think Surf is extremely unjustified in what he says about them.
What?
Okay.
Internet historian, Surf.
Oh shit.
No, my
Warcries has elected to index the popular, godly historian himself, internet historian. That's an interesting first call, War. I like that. Internet historian.
Please don't be the
The relevance of internet historian to the literal god has been fleeting, but where it has existed and where it has been pertinent in his many installations, his many volumes, is incredible.
No! I knew
he
you'd
does use
send
that
that
PFP,
image of
doesn't he?
Harold,
Yeah.
not Harold. It's not even internet historian, dude. It's just a Harold.
Yeah, he uses that. Relevance to the literal god isn't common enough to be anything other than an A. The philosophical merit of internet historian. If you read
explain
these
why
scripts,
it's an A instead of just
they're
saying it's-
fantastically written. They're so erudite in origin that you got to think the philosophical merit is quite high. He tends to be a little bit of a social libertarian, an economic libertarian as well. So I agree with him on a lot of philosophical things when it comes to policy, even though he doesn't tend to sound off on that too much. All in all, the concept of someone just ridiculing things, I resonate to this philosophy very, very well. I enjoy laughing my way through a seemingly stern and somber apocalypse because the entire world is ironic and silly to me.
Can I just stop you there?
Yeah.
Sarfnic is just perusing through the document, not paying attention. Will you talk about this?
Man.
I was
Sarfnic,
getting something. Don't worry, I'm
you're
back.
You're a bit retarded. Anyways, continue.
The rational merit of internet historian, as YouTubers go, is very high. The rational merit of internet historian is great. I think the way he goes about making the videos is great. I think the topics that he chooses, which is a huge part of YouTuber, both personal approval, meme potential, and rational merit for me, is quite high. When it comes to the efficiency of him making his videos, he doesn't have many, but what he does are gems. He is a quality over quantity man. He is a man of determination, and sheer fucking will. That's the merit of internet historian today. The meme potential of internet historian. It's really high. It's difficult to say whether him cataloging excellent memes and excellent mimetic taste and spreading it to additional audience justifies as meme potential. I think spreading a meme is just as potential intensive as creating new memes, provided you do it on a much larger scale. And with stuff like the triggering of Shia, I do believe he accomplishes this. I'm going to give his meme potential a check. My personal approval of internet historian as YouTubers go is obviously going to be very, very high. The triggering of Shia is an excellent thing just to send to people. I can't believe how few of the people in my circles have seen that. But some very strange ones, like, put it this way, we have a couple of officers at Mob Marketing and a couple of the older kids back when that was a thing had caught on to Internet Historian. I was the youngest person I knew to catch on to Internet Historian, save war cries, which was strange to me. Considering that if you watch his videos, I always thought they would appeal to a much younger meme lordian type audience. Yeah. Personal approval of him is going to be very, very high. My only disapproving thing is that he could post more often. Personal approval of Internet Historian is an S. Warcry's nominated this. Sarfnic, go ahead.
All right, so I believe that Internet Historian is a 1 for 2 person from what I've watched of him. So I saw his video, The Virus Strikes Back.
Yep.
Good. I enjoyed it, although some of the jokes were kind of like cringe boy shit, if you don't mind me. So then I watched this other video about pirates or something, and I couldn't bear through the cringe, man.
Wait, you couldn't? That was so hilarious.
It wasn't hilarious. It was cringe. It was nothing short of a C. A bold C.
Okay. Sorry if you're done. I'm
Fucking sacrilege.
But,
Okay.
however, I'm sure that he's alright. I just think he's overrated in your minds. He isn't too entertaining. And a lot of his are just edge boy memes that he uses. Kinda
Really?
like
You're gonna
daily dose of internet shit.
Historian is an edgelord. Okay, that's a pretty hot take.
Okay, anyways.
Go ahead, War. Thank you.
So I'm gonna take on Sard in a second. You'll notice. So you mentioned he should upload more often. I agree, but you forgot to mention something. His second channel, which he also posts on, with almost the same quality. It is very good. The pirate videos from that. Have you watched it? I recommended it. It's very funny.
I don't follow it too closely, but I know what they're speaking of.
You watched the second channel somewhat, then?
Yeah.
It is very good as well. So I don't know what Surf is talking about. He posts. So considering you have considered that into the equation, I wouldn't suggest it changes. Surf, you just want to tell me or cite a joke or what's edgy?
I cannot recall any, but I know that I definitely got that.
Well, that's not very good.
Well, I mean, if it's what I believe, it doesn't matter. But if you want to publicly debate, I'm going to go back to some of his videos right now and see if he check out what I found edgy about it. And I give him credit. I said I thought his video was good, but that was a negative of it.
It seems to me like this is something to go over in a review episode because Sarfnic did not come prepared.
I didn't come prepared because I didn't study about the internet story right before
Pretty
the
hot
Eisen
tip
index.
for having studied it.
I come prepared, sir. I'm like you.
But I mean, it's not coming prepared. We're just asking what I think was cringe.
No, I prepared
Okay.
by actually having stuff to cite.
Okay, well, let's see. First off,
You missed the war cries.
I believe this is the one with all the Mars ones. Is it? Was it The Virus Strikes Back? The one about
Seriously?
toilet paper.
The Mars thing cringe?
No, I
The
didn't.
Mars thing is so
No, I was
funny.
asking, is this the one with the Mars thing with Elon Musk? First off, Elon Musk already fits itself as kind of a cringe thing to use.
What? No,
Cringe, edge boy shit.
Sir. Okay, here we go. Now we have something to dispute over. For one, Elon Musk is obviously going to have the first. SpaceX is very high chance of being the first one to colonize space. Obviously, that's not how it's going to happen. Obviously, it's meant to be a joke. Why do you think it's edgy?
No, I never said. I just think that a lot of Elon Musk fans are just edgy, and I personally am not a fan of Elon Musk.
Okay, so the fact that I agree he had some very bad psychological standpoint.
Let me get it. He runs
Chuck does not
SpaceX.
believe in privacy and some of his stances on certain lawsuits.
I actually used
But-
to like him more than I do now. But
He runs a very nice company despite his more. I think he's overall a good person, even if he has some stupid opinions.
we'll
And,
save it
you'll
for the
notice-
Elon Musk rating.
So you'll notice that just because his fan base is
Oh, he's a
edgy
good
doesn't
person. I'm
mean-
not saying
sorry,
that.
Just because his fan base is edgy doesn't mean internet historian covering him is edgy. That would be him being edgy in this case. So you shouldn't have cited his fan base.
Yeah, it's mentioning that why I consider using him to be kind of just more of an appeal to cringe, in my opinion. But
I think a lot of people do post a lot of cringe about him, but I think he's a good person and he can be very he's very memeable. Aramus, do you have anything to say?
Well, I will now pass judgment on internet historian.
You'll also notice that
Historian is an S- entity.
So, Sarp, you'll
Alright.
also notice one thing, that edgy is generally something that intentionally bothers the other person. Internet historian is edgy and intentionally bothering his viewers.
Aramis, can I propose my first subject of the night?
Yeah, go ahead, Sarf.
All right, I'm gonna start off with the year of 2018.
Ooh,
Year of
yes.
2018. Interesting
Like
call.
this, like,
The final year that all members of the Seven were in regular contact with one another, that we went on grand adventures together, that we slew mighty foes together. That's a gay ass image, not gonna lie. Find something, do it better.
a meme or something from 2018.
Relevance to the literal god, particularly in memory stores. Nothing less than fact. 2018 was a hell of a year. College or beginnings of college on the horizon. Graduation year was 2018, so yeah, the grad party was great. My cousin and I. What the fuck is Sard?
I mean, you requested a meme from 2018, so I mean, had to go with the
More
first meme of 2018.
Image.
You said 2018, okay? I mean, fine. Okay, I have one more. I have one more. You have to accept my last one, okay?
Do it better.
Okay. I have an image. Don't worry, I'll delete this. I have the perfect image that fits 2018 so well.
Okay.
All right. Give me a second. Here you go.
Well, we can discuss the philosophical merit of the year 2018.
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
No, wait. There you go.
Yeah. Good job, Sard. Oh, God. YouTube Rewind 2018.
That should be a thing you have to rate separately, by the way. I
I
recommend.
will. Oh, God. You can tell the philosophical merit of 2018 is not going to be great. There are a lot of things that happened in the year 2018. Oh, shit. This is going to be a longer one because the extensive knowledge of politics and whatnot. We're going to say the philosophical merit of 2018 was actually quite shitty. Lots of shit started happening on the big tech censorship front that was already going on, but started getting a little bit of attention at least. Some awful movies, some okay movies. Philosophical merit began spreading even more as a rapid thing in the government. I don't like it. Philosophy of socialism bad. At the same time, this was the Seven's peak year. Our philosophy could not be. We seized control over the German club administration. It was fantastic. Control over the German club administration. We're gonna have the philosophical merit of 2018 is C.
Jordan, Aramis class 2018. So that's why I talked about the
What?
7. This was last high school, like, months ago.
Rational merit of 2018. This is where we get into big details. Okay. So, California legalizes cannabis. Fire and Fury comes out.
War.
North Korea and South Korea talking together. That's good. So good diplomatic thing. Bezos hits 100 billion. Wait, was Suicide Forest? Was Suicide Forest in 2018?
It was
was
borderline.
2017,
It was
wasn't
New Year's Eve 2017, so technically not. But the results were the video
Okay.
was 2018.
Oh yeah, I'd argue it is 2018 because
I'd put it in.
Okay. Pope Francis was being a dick, but he did do a lot of good charity stuff. That's cool and whatnot. LeBron James hit a lot of milestones. I don't particularly care. The music of 2018 was awful. Oh, Black Panther. Black Panther was
Infinity
2018.
War, Ant-Man and the Wasp. Yeah, those.
Falcon Heavy was launched then, so good scientific advancement. I'm trying to think. Is there anything going on? 2018.
Everneth season 5.
Oh yeah, there's that.
Oldville survivors.
Oh, that's gotta bring it down a lot.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
Iran nuclear deal. Yeah, Trump said "fuck you" to the Iran nuclear deal.
Good.
Very good. R. Kelly got stripped from Spotify. Good.
Also, don't forget midterms as well.
Yeah, true.
Which I guess some
what
years
else
don't
we
have
got? I'm gonna go to On This Day. On This Day is a good site. Okay, here we go.
Stephen Hawking as well.
Stephen Hawking, Barack Obama. Oh, the fucking Obama Netflix series. That was 2018. Yeah, fuck him. Weinstein. That was 2018. Oh my god. Loads of stuff happened. Fucking the prison reform thing with Kim Kardashian. Bad. Was Connor and Floyd wasn't 2018, was it? Oh, the peace summit between Kim Jong-un and Trump in what is it, Malaysia? Singapore. That was good. Very good. Stephen Hawking's ashes were buried next to Isaac Newton and Charles Darwin. One of these is not like the others.
Oh.
Beyonce and Jay-Z released another cringe album.
Is this what's actually on the list?
Yes, John Oliver gets killed by Xi Jinping on the social media. I'm not going to go through all of these. There were a lot of great political things that happened in 2018. Our economic status was really good in 2018. A lot of things were in full swing. And then the election happened, and it was a small blue wave. So there's that, which was very irritating. I'm mixed. Potential's obviously going to
Goes
get
out
a check.
saying, yeah.
Personal approval of 2018. My life was good in 2018, man. I had no complaints. The 7 basically got whittled more or less down to 4 after this. But even so.
Less the 4 inside of the Hearth Discord, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's the 4 there on Hearth.
5, my bad. 5. It got whittled down to 4 in late 2019.
Rip Annabelle, man. Never forget. Isabel, I mean, sorry.
Lost to the Canadian Winds. All right, I got nothing more to add. Warcries was not the one who nominated this, so he gets to talk.
You can mention personal experience.
Or Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse, yes, you're right. Way late though.
Yeah. What Hearth is on PC season happened in 2018? Was that
season 3? It was 3.
Yes.
4
Which
is
is an
19.
awful season.
Also Everneth, as I mean.
Yeah. Everneth season 5 wasn't terrible though. It wasn't as bad.
The startup was alright. No Arc this year either. So.
No Arc this year.
SCPSL was very big this year.
SCPSL we were really focused on that. That was not.
Me and Warcries. It was not. Aramus wasn't focused on it, but.
Yeah.
It's indexed in here as an F minus, might I add.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I'm just going over a few more topics. I'm not sure how much I would change it. A few more. I think you didn't go over a few personal. Like I think you should go over some personal stuff as well as the major. You know.
Okay.
I mean, okay.
Don't forget to count that YouTube Rewind 2018 was a thing this year.
Mm-hmm.
Again.
True. All right, Sarf, what do you have to say?
All right. Personally, for Sarfnic, concluding a freshman year, it's not really that interesting to be honest. Ooh, this is the year I met Jujo, which I mean,
Scum.
But back then he wasn't Kami. He wasn't even Kami till summer 2020.
Instead of Juju, it's Juju third.
the same as you know him. But what else happened this year that was very interesting? So the summer, not really anything happened over the summer. I can't remember much except just some fun, normal summer shit, which we didn't get any of that this summer. I went to Florida that summer. It was alright. Hung out with my cousins that summer. Okay, nothing that summer. Then the winter, yeah, I remember Stefan, you know, We Are Number One, that guy died in like August, I'm pretty sure. R.I.P. And there was Steven Hillenberg as well in November.
Yep, SpongeBob Man.
Okay, fine. What was a movie? What came out? What movies came out then, other than Marvel shit? There were some good horror movies, but I don't think that really would affect this rating because. Okay, there's UT Rewind 2018.
Movie list 2018. Let's go see. Aquaman, Solo, Fantastic Beasts,
Oh,
Black Panther, 50 Shades Freed, which no one watched, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom, cringe, Ant-Man and the Wasp, good, Hotel Transylvania 3, cringe, Sherlock Gnomes, cringe,
Jurassic World,
okay,
Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom,
Pacific Rim Uprising, cringe,
Tomb
Tomb Raider,
Raider,
cringe,
oh,
Deadpool 2, keck, Ready Player One, keck,
The Incredibles 2,
Predator, keck, Mary Poppins Returns, cringe,
Creed as well. I've never seen that.
Incredibles 2, good, Equalizer 2, good,
Wrinkle in Time, no.
Venom, fine, The Nun, cringe,
Oh, I saw that. It was acceptable. It was not cringe. But it was
Creed
F.
2, everyone in the Champions of a Loon Discord is obsessed with it, Sicario, good,
The Spy Who Dumped Me. Christopher Robin.
What happened?
I don't know what just happened.
Check your stream.
Mortal Engines, cringe, Skyscraper, cringe,
Slender Man, cringe. Movie was horrible. Mowgli, okay, that was acceptable. Actually, I think Mowgli wouldn't be a cringe. Okay, I went through all of
Death
them.
Wish remake, cringe,
There's like 100 pages of this shit. Crazy Rich Asians? Did you just say that?
Isle of Dogs, keck, underrated,
I'd say Isle of Dogs is Keck. Yeah, for sure.
The Meg, cringe.
Wait, have you gotten to A Wrinkle in Time yet?
I don't know.
What would that be?
Black Klansman was actually quite good.
Cook. Oh yeah, I saw it. Yeah, that was all right. I think.
Slenderman movie was cringe.
Yeah, it was horrible.
What else did I see here? Star is Born was okay.
Okay, I gotta remember Fortnite, which was not 2017, but Fortnite blew up in 2018.
I
To
have
be fair.
something here. I forgot about this.
Forgot.
Yes, economic growth was really good in 2018, although it stunted in the middle of the year for
Oh.
a little while.
Okay, so there's that. Do you want any of these ratings changed?
No.
No.
2018 I have rose-tinted memories of 2018. I missed it quite a lot compared to nowadays.
Yes, I actually found myself missing 2018.
I'm gonna give 2018 an A+, actually.
I'd actually give no insult, but this is personally reserved. I think 2018 was a better year than 2019.
I'm with that, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. The literal god, you may now elect a topic on the Eisen Index.
Yeah, thank you, War Cries. And this one, you've seen this one coming for forever. I've mentioned it a few times. This is a based as fuck pick. Let me go ahead and get
What's the pick?
Cyberpunk 77.
Oh no. I mean, punk is in the title.
Wake the fuck up, samurai. We have a city to burn. Cyberpunk. Not with the PS5 logo behind it, God, no. Or gameplay of Cyberpunk 2077. I think is actually quite good. It is very reminiscent, believe it or not, of Prey. So, I mean, the atmosphere is completely different, but that kind of goes into story, visuals, and score sound design more than it does core gameplay. Core gameplay loop is quite similar to Prey. The game it resembles most, in my view, is Borderlands 2 specifically. It is a fairly linear, story-driven game with a lot of side content, some very pertinent side content. However, the linearity of the story does dock the gameplay a little bit for me. There are very few meaningful choices that you make. One game, an example of how to do this well would be Baldurs Gate 3. which I was also going to index tonight, maybe a little bit later. Core gameplay of Cyberpunk, between the net running things, between the interactability of the world, between the amount of routes you can go with player power, and the fact that it functions more or less like D&D when it comes to base stats. I mean, you have 5 base stats that are all capped at 20. There's nothing more D&D than that. We give the core gameplay collectively, it's like right on the border between an A and an S. We'll give it an A for the moment and maybe come back to it. Sustainability of Cyberpunk is quite good, but it is burnout susceptible. It did stand the test of time against my 3-day test. If I do not burn out on a game in 3 days of ruthlessly playing it at least 6 hours a day, then it stands the test. This did quite well, actually. Sustainability, despite it not being multiplayer, despite the story being linear, and despite there being a capped amount of things you can do, I'm going to give it sustainability an A. Also, the Steam achievements are structured very nicely. The story of Cyberpunk 2077 is one that appeals to me very, very much. I won't go too in depth. I don't want to happen to spoil. But as single player story games go, I was very much a fan of this. It is right up there with Prey for me. And if I'm not mistaken, I gave Prey a keck in story.
Pause you for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, so try not to spoil like anything because I do plan on playing it once I've heard my GPU. GPU stocks are really high right now, so I can't at the moment.
Yep. So let's go and give a cross review here. Let's cross review against other game stories. SCP Secret Labs got a B. Warframe's got an S. Prey's got a keck. Are those the only games we've indexed? No, Ark's got an S. What else?
Among Us.
Among Us got a C. Okay, then this is an easy keck for me. Like a fairly easy keck.
You know, Sarfnic, you're starting to remind me of me 50 years back, minus the charisma and impressive cock.
I've seen that, by the way, so.
Oh my god.
So would you say
That kind of
more like you're becoming more like me then, right? No.
Nah, no
Yeah.
way.
No, the characters are really, really good. Single best waifu bait character in existence, bar none, not close. Warcries, you will discover this and you will discover my true tastes. Needless to say, I want my Wastelander tomboy GF. Thank you.
I'm assuming her name starts with a P, doesn't it? Like it?
Yes.
YGF, I forgot their name.
Yes. Pan Am Palmer,
Yeah,
best waifu, bar none.
Your feelings for her are not real. They are real to me.
Visuals, considering it had the budget behind it, they're not exceptional. It flows really, really well. And the specifics to cyberpunky things, like all the weapons look golden, all the animations look golden, all that sort of stuff, all the cyberware, all the art is really, 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 really good. What is impressive enough to make the visuals a keck is that they made the city dynamic and interesting to look at all hours. The visuals, if it weren't for the cityscape, wouldn't be great. But no one's done the cityscape thing in forever. The closest thing I might be able to pull there would be what? City of Heroes, DC Universe, both of which were MMOs. It's a little wacky to me. So, score sound design is a keck. Only thing they fear is V, the Rebel Path, all of Silverhand's themes, honestly. Really fucking good. Alt Cunningham's theme alone would be great. The combat themes are quite nice. They're very, very cyberpunky. They got a little bit of synthwave, but the most impressive thing about Cyberpunk 2077's score sound design department is the amount of fucking soundtrack they have for the radio. They had to get people from every single goddamn genre to make songs about this. There are a ton of amazing songs on the radios if you drive around a lot in Cyberpunk or if you rest in certain locations. Very nice.
Now, Aramus, we have to do the test. Is the rap somehow good?
Is the what?
The rap somehow good.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
What?
It is, well, I guess you could call it rap.
Good morning, night city, a day in the light. I was on my own, catching a ride. with the lady whose hair hangs down past her thighs, broken pieces, but she still satisfies.
Excellent stuff. Refinement and development is where Cyberpunk is obviously going to take a hit. Contrary to popular opinion, most of the glitches in this game, while they are numerous, are nowhere close to game breaking. Baldur's Gate 3 had way worse refinement and development, and nobody talks. Well, everyone who doesn't like Baldur's Gate 3 will only talk about that, but there are very few people who didn't like Baldur's Gate 3.
Air now. Baldur's Gate is in
Early access, yes. Cyberpunk, it's not that bad, guys. It's not that bad. The worst effect of it is immersion breaking. For that reason, I'm going to give it a C. It was pushed back a lot of times. It's not that well polished, but we knew that was going to happen. I'm not making excuses there. It's a C. It's a bad rating. But community, fucking felonious that the community would beg for it to be released and then complain about it. The old school cyberpunkers, the ones who played the tabletop, are nowhere to be fucking found. The community of Cyberpunk has been taken over by people who wanted CD Projekt Red shit and not actual Cyberpunk shit. The Baldur's Gate 3 crew, again, had this issue. They didn't have a ton of D&D players. They were looking for Divinity. You had the Baldur's Gate 2 crowd who came in and were very upset about that because it didn't play like Baldur's Gate 3. It played like Divinity Original Sin 3. And then you have the D&D folks who actually came over, which would be the equivalent of the Cyberpunk folks coming over, which didn't happen here. So the community got completely flooded with ratty asshats who just hate CD Projekt Red now for no other reason than, oh, a car flew here sometime or other. And these will be the same people who will gush about games like GTA 5 and Skyrim and Ark even.
Witcher.
What the fuck is that? All of those games were vastly worse than Cyberpunk on release when it came to refinement and development. You won't hear a fucking peep out of those people about those games. Community gets a fucking felony. No. You know what? Community gets a cringe.
Oh my god.
Community gets a cringe. A small cringe, but a cringe. I know you two will technically be IC, but I both want to hear your opinions on this so far. I nominated this. I'm going to flip to see who goes first. Sarfnic goes first.
Okay, so I think that, yeah, the keks are all good here. I agree. This game is high quality from what I've seen. I do gotta admit, there has been so much problems in development and community. Like, the delays, yeah, the delays made sense, but the delays were really, I don't know how far the delays were, but it was to the point where it became a meme. The delays of Cyberpunk became a meme. And if someone delayed shit, it would actually be, you're Cyberpunking here right now. And then the game eventually released, and then everyone completely changed from release it earlier to, oh, they should have delayed it more. Because there were a few bugs. Massive game. And
just a moment.
I guess,
I'm gonna full stop you there because I may have noticed an inconsistency. I'm going to do a comparative review on core gameplay. Core gameplay of SCP got a B. Core gameplay of Warframe got an A. Core gameplay of Prey got an S. Core gameplay of Ark got an S. Core gameplay of Among Us got an S. I'm going to unilaterally upgrade the core gameplay of Cyberpunk to an S because I think it's on par or better than Prey.
Alright, so, but I do believe that they had too much problems, enough problems for PlayStation to kick it bye-bye, which was very bad, which I don't know much about that situation, but...
Yep, it did bad ports.
It fried
did
PCs.
Bad ports. It was a game designed for high-end PCs, and they did bad ports to shitty consoles.
But weren't they trying to run it like PS4 and shit?
Yep.
Then that's their own fault. PlayStation fucked up then.
Bad ports.
Okay. But it's still pretty bad for the game, because they're going to be losing a lot off of that. The console players are huge, though. Console's still a huge community. That's why PC being better and superior in all ways.
There you go.
War cries.
Okay, so
All right, War.
I was going to mention that they did bad ports. Obviously, that's still somewhat CD Projekt's Red's fault for not testing it properly beforehand.
Sure.
I mean, it's both groups' fault. Didn't CD Projekt Red wasn't taken out of the PlayStation 4 by PlayStation. It was taken out by CD Projekt.
Correct.
So in that case, that would actually bring them up a few points for not just leaving it for the cash grab still. Anyways,
Right, it's an honesty thing at that point.
Yeah. Anyways, continuing, a lot of RPG games like Cyberpunk, such as Prey, not like.
Actually,
Cyberpunk
I'm going to interrupt you there for a sec. Yes, it should bring them up, but it's still very bad of them to allow something like that to slip through.
Yeah, I know.
And
I
they
agree.
fixing their mistake is still
I
bad.
never. Yes, I agree. Don't at least wait until I'm in that sentence, please. So a lot of RPG games like Prey, Detroit Become Human suffer from Fallout, in which or the
I'm
quality of the
muting
game
myself.
kind
Sometimes
of
it's hard for
decreases.
me to unmute.
For example, you know what happens
So it takes
with
me a while to unmute
I
sometimes.
forget his name. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, Dahl taking over the facility at the end. It wasn't very well executed compared to the rest of the game.
True.
And in Detroit Become Human, the ending just wasn't as satisfying as it should have been, considering all the build-up. Does Cyberpunk suffer from such?
I was about to make mention of this. The game is front heavy at first. It is complex and overwhelms a lot of people. I thought this would be something that I would have a fucking blast for about 6 hours, and then it would fall off the map. It did the exact opposite. The first few hours were the most unenjoyable because I had to memorize so many of these systems right off the bat. The ending of this, the crescendo of Cyberpunk and the finishing of Cyberpunk, story-wise, is beautiful. And gameplay-wise is beautiful. There are two fantastic boss fights at basically what are effectively the 2/3 and the finale points. That this game does not slow down. I thought this would fall off the map quicker than a fucking lead weight. It did not. Cyberpunk held up, even where places like Prey didn't, which is abnormal. But go on.
And also, I'd like to. I have not much to say, but I'd like to mention you may hear some fireworks because people are celebrating with fireworks early for some reason. Cards. Sard's gonna get that even worse because it's nearly 11 for him. Or actually, wait, no, it's the opposite.
It's reverse. I'm an hour behind. No,
anyways, I don't know why I was reverse those, but yeah, we may get some background noise in this case.
Okay.
Yeah, I have nothing else to say.
I'm now going to pass final judgment on Cyberpunk 2077. You know what? For all the supposed glitches that I've been shown and that people are telling me, like, there's evidence of them being there. I didn't have any of them impact my run. My run was pretty much perfectly fine. There was one dialogue glitch, I think, that made me have to do a quick reload, and I ended up patching the game files and everything was fine. So there was that. The community, that's not going to bring my rating down on this because I fucking hate the community. It's different from the community just being bad. I'm also strongly opinionated against them, so their opinions probably won't bring my rating down as much. I had a fucking blast playing Cyberpunk. I'm a high fantasy guy. You don't see me go sci-fi or Disprosic. You don't see that. And the fact that I was able to enjoy that makes this a very good game, in my opinion. I had a fucking blast playing Cyberpunk. All the haters can at me whenever they want. Cyberpunk's an S-tier game. No ats.
Yeah, this is going to be an oddball, and it's something that makes me very excited for the future.
Okay.
And with a lot of relevance to you. And a lot of relevance even now. And especially next year, most likely. I want to see if you can guess it, really. I'm not trying to give any direct hints, but...
I might be able to.
Well, go on.
No, because that'll ruin the shock value for the stream.
Okay, well, I won't tell you, just guess.
No.
Okay.
Sarfnic returns.
Excellent.
Sarfnic has one thing to mention. One of the Cyberpunk trailers is playing Billie Eilish bad guy in it.
Yeah, and another one was playing fucking Asking Alexandria's one song, so good and bad. There you go.
Okay.
I think I know what Warcries is going to nominate, but I want him to say it.
Okay, we'll see if you know. You should.
Okay, Warcries, nominate your second thingamajig.
Okay, so I think Aramus can guess this.
Yeah.
Let's see if he can.
But, okay, do you want to give Aramus one?
No.
I have no
Okay.
idea.
No.
Well, in that case, we are going to do Wintercrown Citadel.
Oh, shit!
Did you get it?
I'm assuming not.
Okay. I did not. No, I missed badly. I'm too embarrassed to guess about that.
Aramis, I'm guessing you can probably get the best image for this.
Can I?
So, is this the Minecraft server? I need to make sure.
Yes.
Okay,
Minecraft.
good. The realm.
Aramus,
Is
come on,
the
you gotta-
world saved or is it gone?
You gotta tell us what you guessed it.
No.
Yes.
He's probably Hollow Knight or something.
You're gonna no, it wouldn't have worked in the context I was talking to him about while you were gone. It's
I thought you were going to review Hearth Adventures as a general.
I
That's
mean,
close.
hey, that was off then. That doesn't. That almost
TNG is
sounds like,
here.
that
Hello.
almost sounds like a lie because you said you were far off.
Yeah, I
Hey
was.
TNG, next stream we're gonna do
pretty
FNAF,
far
by
off
the way.
from Wintercrown
Next
Citadel.
stream's
I guess it was
audience
a precursor.
stream, by the way.
Yeah.
But you
Totally.
said it would, you
This
said it
one
would
is
be
the literal
relevant
God's choice.
soon.
It is relevant as Hearth Adventures is based off of.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't
Yeah.
that far off.
It wasn't far off. No. It wasn't a miss. It was
I'm gonna guess this is
a
entity.
fail. Guess. I mean, how does it have philosophical merit?
Oh man, Warcries, try and find something good for this. Maybe the old school Wintercrown logo.
Yeah, I guess the old school Wintercrown logo.
Oh, I'm gonna have to find it. On one of your old accounts.
How do we get Kybe's old Minecraft skin?
Wintercrown Citadel.
up, baby.
Holy shit, this was 2016, 2015?
It was 2015-16 from what I remember. We all I
remember I had some of my school friends actually come on.
oh my
This
god.
is fantastic. I designed the very first faction system that totally got ripped from me by half a dozen other games. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. I started learning Python code for the Wintercrown Citadel.
I have
in
to
my
say,
memory.
stole the Nether.
That's a blast from the past.
Here, Brian's
What type
return part.
Do you use for this?
Well, I ended up having to use both Python and YML. I've custom coded my own filters for MC Edit. Because back in the day, what you had to do, because it was a realm, you'd have to download the entire world file, make the edits in MC Edit, and upload it. And it took like an hour. So awful. Philosophical merit of Wintercrown Citadel. The very first foray into creative Minecraft endeavors. And it was also a really fun survival server with me and a couple of friends. You guys didn't play all that much on it, actually. You caught the tail end of it. Philosophical merit. I did an A because it would eventually evolve into Hearthlore. Rational merit of Wintercrown Citadel. It was very inefficient, but considering the average quality of a Minecraft server for that day, I did most of the things that a plugin could do with fucking commands. I was the literal god of old school redstone command crafting. Acarus longbows for the win. Meme potential of Wintercrown Citadel.
Yeah, I streamed
Good.
SB earlier. You might miss stream.
I mean, like I said, it became Hearthcore, and obviously Hearth
That's how you
Adventure
just watch it
based
back.
on it. Personal approval of Wintercrown Citadel. It's a fond memory.
It was
It's a
long
fond memory, and fond memories generally either get a B or an A. Pretty simple one, pretty quick one. You guys caught the tail end of Wintercrown Citadel. What did you think about it? Were you nominated this Sarfnic?
Okay, I will admit. I'm gonna get the negative thing out of the way. You took the Nether from Herobrine's return and used it for Netheria. Bruh. But I believe that was its own dimension, right? Was it like the Nether? I'm not sure. Either way, the place for being pulled off with command blocks was good. I recall this city, this Aether city, that was in the sky near spawn. And these villagers, they actually had custom trades, yeah.
That was considered back in the day. That was the shit.
I remember
Yes.
buying
And
Endearing
I
armor back then.
Yeah. And I
Warcries.
remember...
What?
Shut fuck, Warcries. I recall being commissioned to build a Dragon Valley of sorts. And
Back
man,
when
the
you were
vision I had
third.
was great for that. It was a huge valley, and I was...
Trash.
And to be fair, it was garbage, yeah. And I remember I was the one who... This is how you first met Warcries.
Never it's bad when Sarf says it's garbage. And
Okay.
this is a work.
I'm not sure what the builds were like, because I obviously rating them from my perspective, they probably weren't too good, but they're still pretty good. And I recall this is how Aramus first met Warcries. I believe I got him on there somehow through Skype. Warcries never had Skype, by the way. Me and Aramus used to keep track through Skype.
Bad.
Earth Dragon and Kybe, I believe.
That's right. We were on Skype for an eternity.
I recall an old video of yours when you were Sky Wars trolling and shit, and I called you mid video. It was pretty fucking hilarious. Put that shit
I was
back up, alright.
being the terrorist. The terrorist. I was being Shalom Alvib.
On private that shit
Oh
right
my
now.
god.
Oh my god! Hello, Akbar!
But put that if you unprivate that, I'll put that in a Kai Funny Moments video.
Get banned from that.
I'll put it in the Kai Funny Moments video. But anyhow, yeah, I recall that's how he met Warcries. Warcries also was good with commands, I think, and that's how Warcries is much better at working there.
I was not extremely well versed.
TNG, I streamed at 3 p.m., bro. How are you sleeping at 3
I am
p.m.?
impressed that I was that proficient with commands that long ago. What, 5 years ago?
Yeah, it was 4
4
years.
years ago?
4 years ago, I think.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I think we joined the latter end. I don't remember how it ended. That's one thing.
So I have a few things to say after Sarp is done. So, Aramus, you were commenting on me remembering my Endirian armor that I bought.
Yeah.
What were you saying about that? I didn't hear
Fucking
you.
Shadowstalker armor where it had gigantic armor piece but was leather base.
Yes.
I could
It
kill
gave
Lemon right now.
of speed. You had the awesome weapon. Yeah.
Yeah. That was so much fun. I love that. I also remember building a PvP arena. I'm not sure if I was on Wintercrown Citadel or working on Wintercrown Citadel or.
Yep.
That was very cool. You incorporated shulkers into that, correct? As defense mechanisms.
I incorporated guardians to make them look like it was people side blasts.
It was never properly used, but it was very well done.
There was a gigantic fight in there actually between the two biggest towers on the server. One of them, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was actually a part of. There was a split gang. Most of them were from my school, who was half Endarian and half Nedrosi. Yeah. And they came in there and got fucking smashed, even though they outnumbered Dwayne, Tyler, Catherine. They were all Mojang. They were all Mojang wardens, so they all stacked the defensives, and they just could not be broken.
Yeah, we need so you do have plans on doing Hearth or Hearth Adventures S2 on Hightail. You do plan on that even if you're super busy, and I can help you with that, obviously. So we've got the epilogue coming, which we do need to get out soon, I presume. We should begin work on that again, actually, because Sarf's not doing Old Vale for some reason on that server. Anyways,
I am doing Old Vale, but these fucking actors are garbage on getting on.
You're gonna have to get another server if you're not fast enough. Anyways,
we recorded a scene. That was kind of
continuing. So with season 2 is gonna be on Hightail. Obviously, we need to get Dwayne and the old gang from Wintercrown on that server, and we need to add a lot. Another PvP arena like that would be fucking amazing. Once it's a public server like this and not on a run, can you imagine, Aramus?
I can.
Okay, yeah, I'm just really excited for it. Also, this arc music's really good.
Yeah, speaking of that, when is this fucking Hearth Adventures epilogue?
Okay, well, we'll just steal the server.
January 2021? Question mark.
Aramus, I have all the epilogue server files saved on my computer right now. So, technically, if they were to corrupt, they are still on the server, but in case they don't work on the server because I did so much weird stuff like a modded thing on the server with people.
I'm gonna lower the rational merit to an A, and the overall rating to an A. Reason being is because I did rip some of those builds.
Yeah, that makes sense. I just have so many fun memories. That was such a good time.
Yep.
Filled with nostalgia. Aramus, I really hope we can do that well again. It should be pretty easy to do better, but you know, the time what it was like at the time with normal servers. Hopefully we can make it feel that good, and hopefully we can get people like Kath again and Dwayne again to participate. Because I think does Dwayne know about Hearthware?
He does. He helped write some of it.
Ooh, so he would be interested. I mean, he has done voice acting.
Very good voice acting, might I add.
All right, I'll admit.
He expressed interest in Hightail whatsoever.
He said yes.
Okay. War-nominated Wintercrown Citadel Sarfnic. Go ahead and nominate your second topic of the night.
So,
I know I said I was going to try and fly through these, but it's actually taking quite a bit of time.
Okay, second topic. Should I go with the 19, or should I go with something new?
Go with something new.
Okay, 2019 is new, but no. All right, I think it's time we go over the long debated, the long argued, Dream SMP. Wait, no, I take that back. No.
Good, take it back. I don't want to discuss dream-oriented shit. You did dream last time. Stop standing for him.
No. Okay. It's time we discuss the long debated, the fond memory of 2020, Everneth as an establishment. There you go.
Kind of a cryptic, but okay.
I mean, I want to see what we have to say and what we're going to talk about. So this would rate, I guess, mostly based off of what happened in Season 6.
I will allow this, but I advise you choose something different because we already have a direct thing about Everneth S6, and we've already talked about the establishment in that review.
We haven't talked about the establishment.
Yes,
we just rated the war.
We
skipped over. We mentioned it. I have to be fair.
DM your recommendation that's Everneth related.
Like what? We know all we discussed was the Everneth S6 war.
We
conflict.
indexed Everneth 06. We talked a lot about this.
And we didn't talk about the establishment that much. We just
We
kind of
did,
mentioned
we
it.
did.
We mentioned it a bit, and then we just kind of said
I
we'd save it
mentioned
for a
it
later
because
thing.
assholes.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm gonna.
fine. I'll
Next
do
is-
something Everneth related then. How about that?
Yes, here we go.
Okay. Let's see. All right, rate Katashatsi. There you go.
No, I had a good one for Sarp that I sent.
Okay. Oh, let me see what Warcries had to say.
For the record, this index isn't just about Hearth historical events. It's supposed to be things that can relate to broader audiences generally.
Okay. I guess, but Wintercrown
It's whatever.
Citadel was literally like okay. At least Everneth, you can watch the
Warcries
videos and relate.
all
But
that
Wintercrown
shit.
Citadel, I mean,
Sarfnic, here's the reason
no
why
one
you
in
should.
the audience is gonna understand what that is.
No, Warcries nominated that. The last things that Warcries nominated were Lord of the Rings, Canada, fucking Technoblade, The
Internet
Dark
Explorer.
Knight,
Yes.
Internet
Sam
Historian.
nominated Technoblade.
Among Us. All of these
I
things.
nominated Among Us.
Did you?
Yes.
You went
You're
off.
getting the
Okay,
order mixed
I'll
up.
go over this properly.
Any
Internet
other?
Historian, Lord of the Rings, Canada, Dream, or that was.
That was me, I think.
Oh yeah, this is Dreams or this.
It's
is
because
Sam.
remember we did every three
Dark Knight,
because Sam.
Yeah, Dark Knight. ASMR. Was
Shapiro.
that me? Yeah, ASMR.
So here's the thing. Let's
Yeah.
just do Everneth and get it done, all right? That's all I'm gonna have to say because you know I'm gonna keep.
I
talking.
just. You don't need to get it
Everneth
done.
as an establishment. This would include their staff members, their rules, and yeah.
God, this music's so good. Fuck. Last arc.
I'll try. I'll see if I have a good image for it. I might.
Irrelevance is C. I participated in ass season actually. I didn't really try in either of the other seasons. Philosophical merit of the Everneth staff. Listen, there are actually some good eggs in there. I hate to say this, but there are some good eggs in Everneth staff. The overarching philosophical merit of the fact that those good eggs did not expunge the bad eggs is cringe. However, because of the average status of the good egg, who I liked for a while, we'll upgrade this to a degenerate. The rational merit of Everneth for the longest time was actually quite okay. I liked the organization of it, but then they became, again, tyrannical in it. Tyrannical organization's bad, degenerate. The meme potential of Everneth was quite high but it wasn't because of the structure of the server. It was because of the players.
ARS for sure.
And very
There,
few
I
of
see.
those players were mimetic if they were staff. Like the most mimetic staff person out there was who? Fucking Rashi? We all know.
Also likes distributing very bad things to children.
Nah.
I guess we could
Everneth
put stuff in
okay.
here.
Borderline. Personal approval of Everneth is cringe. Sarfnic nominated Everneth. Warcries, go ahead.
Okay, that was quick. So, I agree with you on nearly all of this. I'd argue meme potential can go up considering all the memes that came out of the griefing and such, and all the memes that came out of the establishment being bad. I'll give it that. The SMP was fun while it lasted, but every SMP is still fun as a general rule, as long as you don't play them too much, and it's not absolute dog shit in terms of the issue. Like, their rules were pretty okay. It's just the staff abused. Staff didn't really abuse much until the latter half. That's when we began having issues. First half was good. So, yeah, I agree with everything other than the potential what you just changed.
Thank you, Mr. Warcries. Mr. Sarfnic.
All right, this is gonna be a probably a longer one. So,
No, for fuck.
I mean, Warcries has been in Everneth the longest out of all of us, but I think I played the most. I'll admit, met many new allies through there. Gamerai, yes. HG Wix. Who else was a good ally? Nomenta was acceptable, I guess.
Yuri.
Cole, which is Gamerai's cousin. There was
Yuri.
some good. Who?
Yuri.
Yuri. Yeah, Yuri is
That's
good.
the best of all.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, now rating their staff team. Rigging elections, or at least suspiciously making moves. Their rules were so badly fleshed out. Like the rule of the election, which was once, whatever, if there's a tie, which happened with Syrium, and if the main staff tie, which also happened with Syrium, it would go to the king, who is you know who, Face Man, who was he was the owner of the server, and he was the most inactive staff member. He wouldn't log in. No one knew him. Like what? That should definitely
He
be a
also
point.
happens to be. Yes, he also happens to probably be the least corrupt staff member.
Next to Fog. Next to Fog, okay? Next to Fog. And
No,
And then
I have
their rules. So what they did here is they ended up saying that if he goes undecided, then it goes to the Duke, which was Rollo, scum. And he never went undecided. They just skipped to Duke
Okay,
Rollo there.
something?
And
Can
Rollo
I
just
just
broke
say
the tie.
something?
Yeah.
Kata and Rolo own the server, and they're a nice couple owning
They
the
do,
server,
yeah.
and that's how it works.
And here's the thing. Also, I have to give them their election system is like what? Like
Yeah,
Kata
it's
Shotzi
trash.
joined the server, and like 3 weeks later she became staff.
Correct.
And people have been in the
I-
server for
I-
5 years. and
I joined before Kata.
flex. I don't think that's true, but still.
I'd also like to say something. It is. I'm pretty sure it was either like a month from here. I joined before.
Mr. Sarfnic, Cry's final comment.
So I just need to express this. So the reason Faceman pays for Everneth is because he gets special favors from Kata, and that's why he pays. That's
Good
why he
theory.
also does nothing, because Kata gets to own a server for free. And yes.
And I
That's how
believe
it
you
works.
have
I
a
mean,
personal
why wouldn't
experience with Kata, Aramus. I've never heard about it. But yeah, the simping on that server is shit.
So funny.
I'll pass judgment on Everneth, or will I? I'm going to downgrade the philosophical merit of it to an F because of the other systems that Sarf mentioned that is bad.
I like their election system and how they did it. There were a lot of things.
So that you may be alone then.
Correct.
I think the concept was good.
Yeah. Rational merit
Execution bad.
of rational merit of Everneth. Mean potential, personal approval. Yeah. F plus.
Good. Now we wash our hands of this stupid server.
Good. All right. Now I get to nominate someone I hadn't had or something. I'm going to nominate. I could go with something from any category. So I'm going to go up and down and pick something and then index it based on whatever category I picked. I picked Ark Survival Evolved, so I'm going to index a game. Okay. We're going to go with Baldurs Gate 3, the Early Access Edition. Warcries, if you could find an image for Baldur's Gate, please. I have mentioned this game because it is constantly on my mind as something to judge against. Baldur's Gate 3, I'm going to put this as IC because it is technically in early access still, and very, very little of the game is open to play. From what I can judge on this game, this will obviously be revisited later. The core gameplay is exactly the same as Dungeons and Dragons, with a very limited difference. And what isn't part Dungeons and Dragons is part Divinity Original Sin 2. Core gameplay is very fun. Story choices are everywhere, are meaningful. You build meaningful relationships with all the characters. And it's very meta. There are interactions that can shape the entirety of your playthrough that you make in the first hour of gameplay that have cataclysmic impacts on your playthrough. For instance, I will spoil one piece of this. When you're first starting out, when you're gathering your party from this wreckage, you encounter one of the main characters who you can add to your party. I, playing as my good chaotic neutral Centaurus self in canon, he basically tries to deceive you.
Astarion.
Yeah, good old Astarion. Your own stupid choices. That guy. That's the one. He basically tries to deceive you. And during any interaction, any dialogue whatsoever, you can elect to attack whoever you're talking to. Regardless of if they're a good guy, a bad
Warcries
guy, a
is
central
definitely
story
mercenary, what
NPC, a
happened
random mob,
Yeah,
anything.
yeah,
The flexibility of choice in Baldur's Gate 3 is incredibly well done. And they're even adding more onto the first act when it comes to terms of that. They're not working too hard on the second act right now. They are implementing more stuff on the first act, which considering how long they're taking on the game, Jesus Christ. But still, let me continue my parable here. The versatility of choice. This guy is supposed to be a main character. He is a dex-based damage character that you can add to your party. You can build him whatever way you want. But he is very important. He has his own lore line that takes several dozen hours, supposedly, to complete in the final game. You can romance him. That's how well they have this guy fleshed out. And he tried to pull one over on Centaurus. And he holds a fucking knife to his throat. And Centaurus goes, nope, and casts Shocking Grasp. His first combat roll, rolls a natural 20, and kills that character for the rest of the entire run. The fact the entire rest of that run felt completely natural, and I didn't even know he was supposed to be a main character. Oh my goodness. Well played on sustainability and core gameplay and story for that matter.
Easy keck. Oh, no.
Say the sustainability is really good because of the amount of different playthrough results you can get. Story. Faerun lore, Forgotten Realms lore in D&D has always been one of my favorites. But to see it digitized like this, I mean, you have certain games that take place in Faerun. You had Neverwinter. You had the original Baldur's Gate. You had one of the Elminster spin-offs back in the day. They do it really, really well. And they do it in a way that's creepy and dark and a little out there with the whole Illithid thing, which I don't think that's spoiling too much. They make tons of oblique references that if you haven't read the entire collected novels of Faerun that you might miss. I picked up on all of these naturally because I'm a filthy D&D nerd. Story gets a keck. And as a matter of fact, I will say that so far the story of Baldur's Gate 3 is actually best in category. I don't think it's particularly close. Cyberpunk and Prey are the only things that can touch it. Visuals. It is very D&D. It is cartoony, yet somehow grittily realistic. Spell effects, all that sort of stuff is a great port from D&D.
Fuck, sir.
Fucking with the visuals are going to be a keck from me.
Wait, stop.
Sard. Score sound design is obviously a keck.
That's funny.
Not close. I'm going to say this is probably best in category as well. Arc might give it a run for its money. It beats Prey, beats SCP. So yeah, I think this is the correct judgment here. Refinement development, it's obviously an early access. I'm going to give this an NA. Community. The Baldur's Gate community has been extraordinarily receptive to this. Only people who are not D&D players or who are wanting a sequel to the original Baldur's Gates and not a Larian Studios title were really irritated at this. Like I said, it's basically Cyberpunk, but infinitely better when it comes to the community standards. The only complaints are similar to the complaints on Cyberpunk, and this has the shielding of being an early access title. It is much more favored than Cyberpunk, despite being much less refined. Community has been data mining. The data mining community behind Baldur's Gate 3 is incredible. I'm going to give the community an S. Fantastic. Okay. Warcries, you are an NC or an NE for this. Sarfnic, you're an NE for this. Do you have anything to say?
No comment.
Comment.
Sarfnic? Okay. I'm thinking here. I've seen a lot of us start, or I've seen quite a few of us
Except stop making stop saying that trash meme. That's all.
That's
all
hard.
comment.
Well, you're free to make your own choices. Your own stupid choices.
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate 3 is an S+ tier game. Nearly perfect. If they get me more romance scenes with Shadowheart, I might just bump it up to a keck.
Yeah, I've watched quite a few clips with the story.
They make Shadowheart less of a conceited bitch, and this may well get a keck. Give me more of Shadowheart's story. Give me more of Astarion's story. Hell, give me more of Gale's story. Nobody fucking cares about Lae'zel, and nobody should. She's an awful character. Will is an awful character. If the fucking gnome werewolf that they're going to add to the major characters is more interesting than those two, then this game has a good chance of getting a keck in the future. Anyway, that's Baldur's Gate 3. Warcries, nominate your third and final topic of the night.
Wayne over here real quick for half a second.
Drag him into the call.
Oh yes, I can. Okay. Does he mind? I hope not.
He won't have a choice.
Dwayne, we've captured you for a second here. We nominate Dwayne The Rock Johnson as my next topic.
Oh no.
Goodbye, Dwayne.
Are you saying Dwayne The Rock Johnson as in the actual Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
No, I'm
Drag-
asking your father.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson, father of
Here we
Aramus.
go. Let's see how
Eisen.
you can put
Let's go with your full name being exposed to the public.
this. May be a bit awkward.
I take that as a no. I will name you as Gillius Wintercrown then. How about that?
Give him a moment to set the stage.
Sarfnic, do you want your fucking editing perms revoked?
You need to.
New tag here, AL for aliased.
Yeah.
If there is any audio instance, that would be using a pen name for this. That would trigger this title.
Right there.
Funny joke.
There you go.
Hey, what?
There you go.
Nothing. Pop.
Oh. What is that? What is that?
What was the
Fucking wait.
cropping? What's the?
Someone fucking moved it. Who moved Sard?
I didn't do anything. I didn't touch anything. What? That was war cries.
I didn't touch it either. I'm what color? I don't even know.
Bro, let me fix this for you.
Obviously, cat.
But I didn't do anything. I don't have
That's
to.
okay. Okay, I'm gonna drag Dwayne in here, make you guys go at odds about this Aramus. I'm
Wait,
gonna play
what?
Duel of the Fates. I
No.
will play Duel of the Fates.
Why is he already been raided?
Because the literal god has fucking spoken, bitch.
You
I'm
need to
bringing
explain your
Dwayne in.
ratings, Aramis.
I'm bringing Dwayne in here, sir, Aramus.
I'm not going to review my father in front of you people. Yes, I will.
We'll review in front of him, at least.
Hey, Dwayne, hold on. My monitor can rotate. So here you go. We have alias Gillius Wintercrown. Congratulations.
Nice.
What are your opinions on this?
Nice.
You see?
Oh,
Oh, come on, and give us more than that.
no.
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 War expected us to go at each other. We put on Duel of the Fates.
I needed it.
Let me get my belt.
Dwayne, come on. Does Dwayne,
Gotta make this begin whirling.
does Dwayne permit being dragged in here?
Don't drag him in here.
Let
Let's-
the man do his metal runs, damn it, War. Leave him be.
We're on Hearth Arc right now.
Aramis, you think Dwayne's a terrible father, face it.
Imagine
I
having
said
bad
I approve.
Aramis, I have one edit to make.
What?
Hold on a minute.
He's doing it again.
Actual rating.
Ah,
Oh, Sard.
Okay,
I mean,
well,
he hates
let's
you.
go. Let's go. I'm-
Your parents here.
I mean,
You might
no,
want ready.
Do it.
no, it's not his turn, anyways. It's the thing.
Sarf, please nominate him.
Sarfnic, nominate your next top and final fucking topic.
All right, so I believe Sarfnic is gonna cede his turn and kindly request that the literal god considers
Aramis, you don't-
nominating.
War cries,
No,
nominate.
wait, what's going on? What's going on?
Gotcha.
Sarfnic kindly requests the literal god nominates 2019 to go in order.
You. Let's think here.
He's nominated his parents. Oh, the face is perfect for this.
So, let's do some things. The literal god nominates TommyInnit.
Oh.
No.
Wait, you already said it. You already said it.
No, that's not how it works.
I'll make the page. No.
My godsmanship, my rules, bitch.
That wasn't a rule in the first place. You can amend them.
We've had. What do we
We didn't have we didn't have
Some-
Dwayne and Aramis go at each other. That's just sad. I put a Duel of the Fates and everything.
I was thinking funny point for the end here.
You're thinking Machine Head, Darkness Within? Is that what you're going for? Darkness Within?
What is it?
Darkness Within? Is that what you're going for? Okay. That's fine. That's based. Based. I get it. Machine Head's Darkness Within. The fact that they repeat absolutely nothing but the refrain a couple times is amazing. A lot of the lines include advanced vocabulary. If you hear someone use the word clarion in a song, that's generally a really good indicator. Shitty, but sure.
Nothing. I cannot find any.
Hold on. The Locust album cover then. I think that was the. Okay. The melodic significance is fantastic. I love stressed guitar. Also, peck. Now, where this thing actually gets good when it comes to melodies is probably in the refrain. I do like how they turn it down to one guitar during that. That's a big thing for me. The singer himself is not good. Or not great anyway. The lyrics are good. The instrumentals are great. I do like that distressed filter over the noise. Fantastic stuff. Personal resonance isn't huge, but I listened to this song a fair amount This was a Dwayne the Rock Johnson requested song, and he listened to this a lot. It was on the big playlist for the workouts and whatnot. It's a fairly old song, I think. This was my Ipsissimus of metal. Personal resonance is not huge, but it's good. Originality, it is not simple screamo. It doesn't fall into a ton of categories. It is a hugely long song, considering the originality and the genre. Obviously, I approve rather heavily of when done correctly. The fact that it has been diluted by a couple of kids with synths and
fireworks,
scream.
war cries, fireworks outside Sarfnic's house.
Just approval. I actually don't like Machine Head that much. I think this is one of their few great songs. I don't actually like Machine Head that much. Borderline.
Also, the moon's actually out. I'm looking at it right now. It looks alright, I guess.
Now, imagine 10-year-old Aramus headbanging to this shit.
Oh my god.
And you understand the Ipsissimus of the literal god.
Crooked teeth.
So just to confirm, is this what is playing right now? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, well, who goes first?
Well, I nominated this shit. You stated your turn order. We're gonna let you go first, Bard.
I'm sad. You might be disappointed by my opinions on this.
You're not a metal guy.
Metal bad. I think I said enough.
Wait.
No.
Okay, enough. Your turn's over. Anyways, so anyways, continuing. So, sorry, coming from someone who likes country, shut the fuck up. Anyways, so this is quite good. I like metal.
Country better than
I'm
metal.
screaming good metal. Oh my god, I'm screaming. Anyone who does that is stupid. But this song's pretty good. It's not fucking screaming.
Metal when it comes to
I've
melodics
heard
is
this a few
good.
times. Sorry,
Metal
I
when it
don't
comes
care.
to lyrics is
Yourself.
shit, in my opinion.
No, it's the exact opposite. Bard.
Anyways, he can't talk. He's silenced. This is a dictatorship. We don't get this. No free speech. Anyways, so I really like metal as a genre. I don't listen to it too often.
We're not even talking about
Probably
it. It's
contributes to why I
mid-comic.
value it so much because it's kind of safer it. But I haven't seen the lyrics and they're kind of hard to understand when it's quiet. Like, considering what you said, and I can tell that
I
it's
say
not
deafen myself for a
repeated very
sec.
often at all, which I like.
That's another
I could
thing.
deafen, and they would never know what
It's
he
quite
said.
original, which I also
Nah.
like. I've seen some songs from Machine Mind. I've heard this before, but I don't remember it properly. I don't remember the lyrics, obviously. Yeah, I agree that I like this.
It's passable. I'm gonna give this song. I'm gonna give this an A+. There are better. This was I should have kept this for the audience request edition.
This counts as audience request, yes. But whatever, little god chose to spend.
So,
Turn this shit off, or else I mute bot.
Too bad, you're muting bot.
Okay. Tell me when the song's done so I can unmute it. Okay,
Why do you want it muted?
because not because I don't like the song. It's just, it doesn't sound like good background for this
It's
video.
not meant to be, it's just because I...
Yeah, but now we're done
reviewing
rating it, so
songs
turn it
this
off.
year. Yeah, I will. As soon as we go into yours. It's just...
Okay, so
There
I
is
had-
something in between where Sarfnic might like a bit more. Would be my liquid metal taste, as we like to call it. The
And
soft.
Aramus, what are your opinions on country? This is not.
I'm generally not a fan.
Okay, I'll
um,
send you some good country songs. Then.
Yeah, there are some good country songs, just like there are some good rap songs. Anything that gets sway in Hollywood presently that happens to be country or rap tends to be dog shit.
Well, I'll
Change my
send you
mind.
unpopular
Dwayne,
songs.
is this correct?
What's the question?
Popularized in Hollywood rap and country songs tend to be shit as of present day.
My goodness.
Yep.
As a general rule, that's the way it feels.
Yeah. See, Dwayne says that it's law.
Workheis is
We'll get another
deafened. Workheis might want to be undeafened for this. So as you know, I had plans to end this off with 2020. That's why I ceded my turn. But I've had a change of mind. Aramis mentioned something that he will regret. May I remind you that 2020 is a bad year. So we can't end it off with a good index. TommyInnit is up next.
Fuck off.
Too bad.
What was that?
Citadel by Queensryche.
Okay. We'll index that on the viewer requests episode next week.
So, Aramis, you yourself recommended TommyInnit.
Tommy-
Sarfnic is going to spend his
Okay.
turn on that.
Dream light. We're all done. Okay. No response. Sorry. We're all done.
Perfect example of the utility of the village idiot. Take note, Sark.
Coot would also like to add, I was gone for a sec, that we streamed Eisen Index 8 days ago, and it has been too recent, so we shouldn't be streaming. Just saying.
Fuck you.
Shut up, Coot. You should be complaining that Sarf needs
And
to
that
upload
he
more
is
Eisen
trying to
Index videos.
nut, and he doesn't want to hear about TommyInnit.
Sarf, we don't care.
The reason that Coot has an F- on this list.
Yes. For some reason, Coot and Sarf like mentioning that they're going to nut every time they nut.
Okay, don't do that. That was were actual ratings.
Wait, what? Wait, you need to explain them. Wait.
He doesn't feel like.
I don't watch TommyInnit. I have watched a little bit of him and other people's streams. This is a C. Philosophical merit. This guy has zero interesting takes. We'll give him a C, actually. Because he's not outright destructively stupid. Same goes for rational merit. Like I
Sarfnic is actively stupid.
Dreamlight is the perfect example of the utility of the village idiot YouTuber. Even though he's probably actually more intelligent than that. He plays the village idiot. This is a time-tested and time-worn strategy. I'm fine with it. I don't really care. I don't have strong opinions on TommyInnit. His meme potential is quite good. And my personal approval of him is going to be pretty much damn near neutral. I like his accent. I don't like his diction. I don't like his tonality.
Gotta mention it.
On the things that actually matter, on personal qualities, though, I don't care. He's middling. For as bombastic as he tries to be, the guy is pretty goddamn lukewarm. There you go. Sard nominated TommyInnit. War, what do you have to say?
He can be memed, but his memes aren't very good, to be fair.
Correct.
So you may want to. It's very high quantity, very low quality for him, which is an issue. I mean, he tries too hard. I just need to say that.
Most
He tries
YouTubers
too
do.
hard. Yeah, I can agree with most of it. Maybe lower meme potential, but that's about it.
Okay, Sard.
Alright, so first let's take a look at old TommyInnit, who is better than modern one. He used to be a Technoblade simp, Skyblock YouTuber, Skyblock tuber, I guess.
I'm aware.
I'm fine. I was fine with him back in the day. I started following him in like April, I think, back when he was somewhat entertaining. Now, however, he is quite literally Sarfnic, but on drugs, I have to admit. To the point where he actually is annoying. Like, when I look at other YouTube communities, they tend to be more wholesome than the Hearth community, but this guy is like worse.
While on drugs.
This guy literally yells at everyone half the time, and I guess that's part of his branding, but still, God.
Okay, anyways.
And what do you have to say
Sorry,
about
I
it?
have one thing to
Tom.
say. You hate him so much.
Why do I watch
You
him?
watch him constantly. I just have to say one
Because
thing.
his videos are entertaining, which may go against what I said earlier, but I actually find myself enjoying his videos. It's not like I have IRL friends that are fans of TommyInnit or anything. But no, I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. Warcries,
Thank
don't
you,
get
Mr.
decided.
Sark.
Warcries, no.
You agreed to these debate rules. Can we get one more, War? Can we?
Well, I suppose it's not up to me.
Oh my God.
Make your own choices. Your own stupid choices.
And a few more things to say, Sarf. So, for one.
This is where the fun begins.
Fine. I'm leaving in that case.
The Warcries shit posting on him.
You've been about.
My eye.
Get the C+.
Sarf, hold on me, yeah.
First off, I want to complain. Warcries, you were interrupting me during my rating. Second off, Aramus, that was not enough time. I didn't even get to say everything, man.
TommyInnit gets a C+. Take it and be grateful.
Don't make me kill
Okay.
you.
Stop muting! Stop muting Warcries. I was gonna say one more, I was gonna say other things, but I'll just say one more thing that is important to mention. His editing is pretty S tier, not gonna lie.
His editing.
His editing. Okay, I'll admit him
It's
now.
S tier.
Up
Editing is S tier.
Tier.
And that was the main reason why I started watching his videos. But then I actually kind of got into this.
S tier.
more. And to be honest,
Toast editing is S tier.
Funny.
I mean, it's just as S tier. It's the same, like they're literally the same editing in many ways.
What?
The Toast's animations at the start of it. Toast
Okay,
is
I gave you a bunch of memes for your video, Sard, so there you go. Me bullying you. Better include them.
Here's the thing. The server mute shit was kind of annoying because I was trying to actually say
bullying,
stuff
you
and you
deserve
just
it.
muted. And you abused your powers. Alright, well, I believe we are done for 2020. See you guys in 2021. And I will rate 2019 and 2020 in the next one, I promise. I mean, it's
Yeah,
Aramis'
sorry.
fault, after all. TommyInnit as a joke. Yeah, he thought I'd hesitate, but I don't hesitate.
Yeah, so Sard, the muting thing, I wouldn't do that on normal Heart channels. I justify it because it's for the production itself, and it's for memes in the production.
Yeah, I guess. I never said it was abuse, though. I mean, I said it was abuse, but I never said it was
Really
actual
what you just
abuse.
said.
I
never
didn't
said
mean it was actual staff abuse, no. See you all in 2021, and hopefully we can have our... is the next one going to be, like, viewers rate all of them, or is this going to be...
Yes, it is going to be viewer requests on the next video.
Oh, fireworks!
So if you have a request, please put it in the comments. You know all of our categories. We will see it indexed. If you know anyone that might have some hot takes on anything, please not only give us your request, give us your preliminary ratings. I'll take them into effect.
Also, what's with the dream light here?
Dreamlight, he is Dreamlight.
He's not even been in a dream video!
He's dream.
Has he not been in a dream?
No, he was in a second channel video, but that's it. I'm not even joking, by the way.
He's
Dream
been in
will
Dream
put that-
FP videos.
Yeah, but that's not Dream.
Well, you got license for that knife.
And just
So-
to end this off, just kill a woman, feeling good.